I guess what I did last night, and I was halfway through it, and I realized I might run into the Barclays tonight. Went to the Sixers game on Martin Luther King.
That's our thing. It was our thing.
Did you go?
We didn't go. We
It was
haven't gone
a
in a
great
couple
game,
years.
dude.
You went to the Sixers game, huh?
I did, yeah. Shout out to our good friend John Sirach at John Sirach's Catering.
I remember John.
Put something out on Facebook, and he was like, hey, I got tickets to the Sixers tonight, lower level. And I read it, and I'm like, it's probably an old post, and it was 2 minutes old. He goes, instant message me. So I messaged him. He's like, dude, I'll bring my boy. It turned out great.
That's awesome, dude.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Saw a great win.
Who'd they play?
The Pacers.
That's a good win.
Yeah.
Good. And
Surrounded by the black community.
Phenomenal. Was it a 7 o'clock game? Because a lot of times in the past, the Martin Luther King game was always at like 2 p.m. It was like a matinee. And when we were kids, my old man and Pat Croce were friends from high school. So like when he was the Sixers, like
Lansdowne Connection, my dad would buy the cheapies and then, call down to Pat, and Pat would give and then somebody would come get us. Nice.
Yeah, so we never had to get the floor seat. We never got floor seats, but we were the first level right there. All because Pat would see my dad, or Mr. McElhenney, Jerry's dad.
Yeah.
They're best friends, and he worked down there too. So like my dad would get in touch with them, and
it was great, dude. We were lower level. We weren't floor, but we were behind the one net that the Sixers shot on second half, upper level. But the seats were awesome.
Dude, isn't it amazing how fucking big they are?
It's amazing how big they are. The closer you are, it's amazing how you get a feel for the speed and like the fluency of like them just switching hands on the dribble and all that. And also, I mean, like,
you got your mic, HD? Cool.
And also, it was like, you see the speed of it, but you also kind of see how Embiid like doesn't hustle that much.
He
doesn't put his hands up on defense.
He don't have any of that left.
Like kind of just watches them shoot, and then maybe the rebound comes his way, maybe it doesn't, but he's not going for the block aggressively or anything like that.
What we see in Embiid now is what it is. Like he's not going to do that.
And I'm not trying to hate on him. I love him as a guy.
Yeah, and he's
I want to see him do well.
MVP talent, but with the people forget this. He came in the league with chronic knee issues. He's 7 foot tall and 280, probably 300 pounds. They say 280, but there's no way that dude's not 300 pounds.
No way.
Chronic knee issues. They were saying
you weighed in at what?
Oh yeah. Speaking of weight in, dude. I thought I was in the 290s, 280s. I weighed in at 270.
And that's a big win for everybody.
Yeah, 270.
Big win for you, big win for us.
And now 265.
Fucking A, dude.
Yeah. So
just to put it in perspective.
Yeah.
So Embiid is listed as what?
280.
Yeah, like he's 10 pounds more than you.
And broader.
It's got to be 330.
So yes. Yeah. So but they always
only reason I bring that up.
They always undercut it. They always make your height higher and your weight lower for some reason. I mean, I remember when I played Bonner football, they had me at 6'2", 210.
Well, they say Trump's like 6'3", 230, right? Or like something that doesn't make sense.
I thought he was 7 foot.
Yeah, I thought he was 7 foot, 160.
Think he's 7 foot. Yeah.
All muscle, huge cock. But fucking A, dude, I went to Sixers game last night. It was a lot of fun, dude.
But with Embiid, people like those knees, it was going to be a 50-50 thing when we drafted him, if he was going to be able to. And I think what he's done and where he's at now is exactly what we were going to get even then. But wishful thinking, we saw how good he became. He became an MVP of the league.
Yeah.
Our expectations rose, and it really wasn't fair. Like, he is chronically injured. So, but to get back to what I was saying, that's what we're getting from him now. He's going to fucking coast the whole regular season just to give it a shot in the playoffs every year.
Let's talk about his bird a little bit. What do you think?
He's not. I'm sure his dick's probably 9 inches.
So, like, fat though, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
fat and long.
9. Yeah, probably 10. I mean, he's 7 foot. He saw 8 soft, and probably like 10. I was told once that the bigger it is, there's not much difference. Like, say you got a fucking 8-inch hog. It's only gets to about 10 inch, like 9.5, 10 inches hard. Yeah. Yeah. The growers are the ones that are like 3 soft and go to 6.
Dude, I might
or 7.
I might double or triple in size.
Yeah, but those guys
dudes
don't.
Look awesome soft, they just get hard. It's the same size.
It's a little bit bigger and harder. Yeah, that's it.
Still like it, dude. Still like to be a shower.
He's a teetotaler. Did you know that?
What's that mean?
A teetotaler is somebody who doesn't drink.
I dabbled in teetotaler.
Joel Embiid has never drank anything alcohol in his life.
Well, thank God, dude. Imagine him on a load.
Yeah, he can't
fucking trying to start a fight or something.
Yeah, I might start teetotaling. But he, when his brother died, See, how does anybody like have tragedy and then not go to fucking drugs or alcohol? I don't get that.
It's a really good move.
Yeah, but like, I don't.
Because it can spiral real quick.
I don't understand how people have that. Like, the minute something fucking like sad or tragic happens to me, goodbye for 2 years. I'm in a fucking tunnel.
It accentuates it too much. I mean, here's my thought. Like, something bad happens, you just start drinking to fucking feel better about it. It just gets ugly. You don't feel better about it. You just accentuate.
You mask it.
No, but you mask it maybe the first few drinks, but then it gets deep down, and then you just let loose the fucking demon.
Yeah.
It's more uncomfortable.
But you're saying that from a clear mind. But my
mind is not clear. But it's like, dude, like the McGuire way is shut it down. Just shut it down. Just bury it. Bury it. Like, don't even talk about it.
Yeah, don't talk about any of that.
Yeah.
I think that's a very Irish kind of thing too. That's known within our community, to bury any kind of thing to talk about.
Don't talk about it. Yeah. Don't move forward as a species. Just be weird and silent about it.
Yeah, take it out on your wife and kids. Keep it in the house. That's what I respect.
Yes.
Keep it within those doors, and then whenever you leave those doors, you come out like, oh man, look at Mr. Byers. What a good guy in the community. And then as soon as you close those doors, let the children and the wife know the real you. Yeah. That's respectful.
And I told you about my block. The houses were so smushed together that you could hear everyone's domestic disputes echoing throughout the neighborhood.
I'm in that situation right now.
Are you?
Because I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Oh, so what are you hearing?
The people right next to my bedroom just had a baby.
Did you hear them create the baby?
No, but I heard people have sex once.
Okay.
But I don't know if it was them or not, but I just heard a few moans.
Did you join in from the other side of the wall?
No, I was just like, real quick, I'm like, oh, okay, that's going there. And I know what that is. And I heard it, and then he was probably quick on the draw because it was over very quickly.
Was it white or black sex?
Interesting you say that, because I thought it was white because she wasn't too vocal with it. It was just like kind of like calming moment, because you figure like a black girl don't give a fuck. Like, she's screaming.
Right. I mean, maybe.
But there was a black girl that kind of lived that, so it would have made sense if it was a black girl, but I'm thinking it might not have been her. It might have been a white girl.
But when I think about black sex, I don't think about like screaming and so wild. I think it's just so methodical and thought out with like fucking candles and oil and dripping wax and fucking
100%
listening to Jodeci and like
they never
like, it's not wild. It's like a routine.
It's like an exhibit in like,
it's like them practicing meditations.
Yeah, it's like patience and meditation. It's like more of like that kind of thing. Yeah, they've never like that. I know this through the culture,
and we'll get some on soon to talk about.
And my time in Southwest and North.
Yes,
but they never have sex without the radio on, ever. Even if there's no radio around, somebody will get. Either the girl or the guy will put the phone out and put something good on.
My boy Mike McKnight has a great story. He was getting intimate with his girlfriend at the time, now his bride.
He's a shirt on with sex guy.
No.
Really?
Shirt off?
On.
No, he's shirt off all the time, dude.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Mike McKnight.
He's shirt off when it makes no sense.
I'm thinking Jeff and Jack McKnight.
Yeah, different vibe. And he said they were making love, and he started laughing, and she's all like, "What? What's wrong?" Like, she got all subconscious, and he's like, "No, the music we're listening to, it's my buddy's song, Goodman Brown." No, that's my buddy singing. Yeah, and it was one of those.
Didn't we go to a strip club once back when we were in Thug Folk, and we just made our album, and didn't we give like the CD to the strip club?
Oasis.
Yeah, and we told them to play it, and they were like dancing. I think it might have been Goodman Brown.
It was Home.
It was Home. That's what it was. Yeah, it was you and your buddies or something, but it was put on, and then
there was a weird like stretch of a few months where like we'd watch the games at Oasis because being allowed in was so new to us.
Yeah,
that we were like,
why not go there all the time? Yeah,
and my dad met us there a couple times too.
Wow, that's not awkward at all.
No, man, he loved that shit.
I went to a strip club once with an old girlfriend.
A girlfriend you weren't with at the time?
No, we were together.
Was it sexy or awkward?
It wasn't sexy. We thought it'd be cool, and then when we got there, like, it was kind of like, like we went all the way down.
Sometimes those girls that think like it's cool, like to go to the strip clubs with the guys.
Yeah, to be one of the guys. Yeah,
and like I don't know.
Yeah, we were engaged actually, so it is. Like, yeah, we went, and it was just kind of.
I was in Amsterdam with a couple buddies and a chick buddy, and we went and we saw a live sex show, and we saw them fuck on stage.
Awkward?
No,
nice.
No, because it was wild. it was like you couldn't even process what was going on because it was so crazy. And we'd been smoking weed all day long. But yeah, they banged right on stage. Like it was a guy, girl fucking on stage.
Now,
Holland.
And
international.
Do you think it's because like it's not as taboo over there? Like it's just fucking like we're the only ones like here like with like Catholic guilt and stuff. It is taboo. Okay.
Like it's a thing, like it's a special, like it's like what brings people in the door to see this because you don't see it anywhere else.
Okay.
It was like I don't know if it was red light district or like right by the red light district, but it was like neon sign in the door like live sex. And I remember like they started out with like a stripper, she's a chick, she's kind of doing her thing, and then like the fucking like a bell goes off, like an alarm, and this Asian dude.
Here comes drag.
With a giant bird.
Asian dude.
His bird was hard and it was bouncing as he was running down the aisle, and he got on stage and started laying into her.
No shit.
And we're just sitting there, we're like, whoa.
How long did it last?
I don't remember. A few minutes. Wasn't like an hour.
I went to a strip club once. I went to the Preakness once, and I was probably 22, 23 years old. And we ended up in the red light.
Hey, peep this. Mm-hmm. I'm tired of all the secrets. I killed a man, 2003, behind the Preakness.
Shit.
That was one of my verses.
Yes, it was one of your verses.
A hidden verse.
So we go and we're in the red light district, and we've been drinking all day. So by this time it's fucking midnight and blacked out. I meet a stripper and we're talking like after her shift and all that, and I'm convinced like we're getting married. Like I'm telling her, I'm asking her like, why do you even do this? Like, you don't have to do
like
this.
You
don't have to do this. You know,
the world at your feet.
You could just come with me. So like we're talking.
Yeah, just come with you and everything will be taken care of.
I'm buying her drinks the whole time. It's just me and her like in a back bar. And then I got to go to the bathroom. She's gone.
Yeah.
All my friends had left an hour. But like in my head, I'm thinking like, yeah, like we're starting a relationship. And then I come out and I'm like, fuck, I don't know where anybody is or where my hotel is. So I just walk out in Baltimore. I'm just out in the red light district of Baltimore by myself.
I was at a strip club one time. I was so blacked out by myself that I just signed a few waivers that I knew what I was doing because I just kept getting, it was like an hour long lap dance with multiple trays of like,
just keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Yeah. It was like on a bachelor party or something. It was crazy.
Yeah. So Joel Embiid does not do any of that stuff because it'd be cooler if he was. Like I miss the Iverson years.
Yeah.
Like the Iverson years, like when you heard like, yo, dude, he was over at TGI Fridays and just fucking sprayed the whole bar.
I read an article about that not too long ago. He had his own booth.
Yep, his own booth, the Iverson booth. And everybody in the city, like the rappers and shit, like Beanie Siegel, Philly Freeway, if the Maybach was outside and parked in the handicap spot, everyone knew that Iverson was there. And so
in the handicap spot.
Yeah, always in the handicap spot. Everyone knew like, all right, and they just flooded it. And Fridays would become a club. Like the restaurant bar would shut down.
That's so funny.
Hilarious.
Let me just pick this like subpar chain and turn this into like my spot.
I used to work across the street from there.
You should do it.
And I just look over there like and think like, wow, he made that fucking restaurant a club.
I'm going to set up shop in Perkins. Drexel Perkins about to pop off, kids.
By Upper Darby?
Yep.
How is that place still open? I mean, I never see cars there.
That was the big spot when the play people.
Oh yeah.
Remember like the play people would always like, they were big on like going out to eat and shit afterward.
Yeah.
Being in the play was just like a miniature version of being in AA. Like, AA people afterwards just all go for coffee and like, go to and sit for hours. The play is the miniature like kid version
Which
of
is
AA.
Exactly what I want my kids to do when they hit high school. Just have a nice coffee, have a nice meal at the end of the night.
Put them into the musicals.
Don't be shivering in a fucking field off 340s.
Yeah, to have 6 beers in their fucking starter jacket.
Oh, yeah, that's what I want.
Dude, and I remember going to some of it, like, and going to like Denny's and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, this is what these kids do. And they'll talk about like,
it's wholesome
music, like nerdy music, like Ben Folds and like They Might Be Giants, stuff that I love.
Fuck yeah,
good
dude.
shit. But like, didn't then because I was like Pearl Jam, I was testosterone. But like back then, I remember they liked all that Quar and like Ween.
I think that's say Guido shit. Like there was a wave of Italian grunge.
Dude, very few Italians are so scarce, like growing up, that like I thought they were like ethnic looking. It was like almost black. Like the fact that they were tan all year.
Dude, I have on the Italian side, I have an Uncle Brownie, or he passed away at this point, but one of my grandfather's best friends was Uncle Brownie.
Yeah.
Because he was so dark. He was as black as a black person, but he was Italian. And they called him Uncle Brownie.
Like Mike Tirico.
I don't know who he is, but like he was so dark they called him Uncle Brownie, and he was as black as a black man, but he was Italian.
Well, with Algeria and everything with the Moors, Like there was
reason for
fighting.
It.
Yeah, they came and took over Sardinia and where's the Sicily, and they came and they blackened you guys.
Do you remember Fast Eddie from the Columbus Club? The bartender.
Yeah.
Wish I did.
He used to say, we used to take those gondola rides over to Egypt. That was what he used to say.
I saw something on the internet and I fucking smoked it. Like there was some barstool thing where can you name like as many countries as you can in Africa? And I was like, I named 40 of them off the dome and nobody could, and the best like all these 20 people could do was like maybe 20.
Name 20. Let's count.
Okay.
I'll count.
Ethiopia, Kenya, Tunisia, Ivory Coast, Chad, Zimbabwe, Zaire, South Africa, Uganda, Rwanda, Madagascar, Tanzania, Algeria, Libya, Kenya.
I think you already said Kenya.
I said Madagascar.
Think of the top Mediterranean.
Nah.
Niger and Nigeria.
You mispronounced it.
No, it's Niger. I'm very careful about that.
Oh.
Yeah, you've been saying it wrong all these years.
Okay.
Where am I at?
You have 4 more. Pyramids.
Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Are there 2 different things?
Yeah.
There's Congo and there's the Democratic Republic of Congo?
Yeah.
Which is
and Guinea. Yep.
Yo, that's offensive. I thought we...
maybe I did 25 there because there's a couple I left off. But I would start
I thought we agreed no overtly racist
I would start
slurs.
with the Middle East.
Yeah,
and
so
then I go around the Mediterranean.
You forgot Morocco.
I go around the Mediterranean to like the Ivory Coast. And then I go inward to like Cameroon and like Chad. And then I go Zimbabwe and then try to go down.
Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone's one. Yeah, that's
Papua New Guinea.
Papua New Guinea. That's by the Ivory Coast. They're the big...
Did you say Chad?
I said Chad. Yeah, they're the big slave trade ones. The ones that were on the Atlantic, like Papua New Guinea, Ivory Coast and all that. That's where like most of like the slave traders when like we had slavery.
Well, some people say that, Mike. I've been watching a particular news channel and we don't agree that ever happened.
Well, it just didn't happen.
Mike, please.
That's your opinion. Hey,
that's been banned from our curriculum in Arkansas.
I saw something about Arkansas today. Did you know Bill Clinton? He has an illegitimate black kid.
He has
Didn't know that.
Kids
His name doesn't remind me.
His name's Danny Williams. You can see him on it, and he looks just like Bill Clinton. And
Really?
for years, they've been going like he's a Crip too. He's a Crip.
Nice.
He's a Crip in Arkansas.
Nice.
And they've been going after him for years, just trying to get a DNA test, and they just ignore him or whatever. You look at the guy; he's Bill Clinton's son, Danny Williams.
Well, it could be
but
Roger Clinton though. You know.
Well, Roger was he was the fun brother, but he looks.
Was
just
Roger the Hunter Biden of Bill?
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
Oh yeah, he was Hunter Biden of Bill.
Ah,
yeah,
I don't remember Roger.
Oh, Roger, dude, Roger was fucking fun, dude.
I mean, there've been drugs in the White House a lot, but Roger was bringing in drugs
Recently, didn't Hunter bring in like coke? They found coke like
I don't know. I wasn't there.
3 years ago. They found coke, and they're like, it's got to be Hunter. But yeah,
I mean, you're working 20-hour days at the White House. I don't care what party you're on or what regime, but like you're working.
Dude, they all do drugs.
Days.
They all do drugs anyway. They just do better drugs.
Exactly.
Like they're no different. If they got good jobs, they're just going to fucking DC bars doing good drugs. They just don't have any fentanyl in their shit.
Did you see there's a pizza tracker website that like can predict when war's about to break out because pizza delivery goes way through the roof?
Yep, I know about it. And they said there's
the dumbest timeline.
There's a specific time when they were catching bin Laden, where Obama and the whole crew were in the bunkers, and they all started ordering out. That's what they do in the DC area. That's how they know when the pizza places are ringing off the hook. That means that everyone's at work after hours and something's going on. That's why that happens.
Ridiculous. You would think it'd be more covert. You would think they'd have some pizza ovens on site. Just to fucking...
No, but they order out. And I think it is a thing. I think it might even be kind of true when they know, because they said the pizza place... Yeah, it spiked before they caught bin Laden. Because they couldn't leave.
The difference now is, though, at the Pentagon, they actually have indoor places now to prevent that, but the other places don't have that yet still.
Just put a pizza oven up. Well, I know some guys that'll get them up and running.
What's it called? restaurant rescue or whatever that guy's name. The
Taffer?
English guy. No, not Taffer. The
Robert,
yeah.
Robert something, right?
He's got 3 restaurants in the Pentagon now. So like that do that.
He must be on the list.
Yeah.
For him to get that kind of access.
Well,
you would think they'd eat better than fucking just me. Like that's what I eat. Like, give me cheese fries. Could I have mozzarella cheese fries, a cheesesteak, and some onion rings? Like
you would think they'd eat better.
Yeah, like sushi or like maybe like a nice salad.
We have some big decisions to make tonight. We're gonna grab some spinach salads with some roasted chicken and some brain food, some kale. And we're gonna
he knows what he's talking about.
We're gonna be nutritious here, and we're gonna feed our brains, and we're gonna make the right decision here.
But instead, there's just fucking loading ketchup on shit.
Yeah, just
fucking
loading ketchup.
Heinz.
We want inside outs, and we want fucking mega fries. Give us some of the rodeo fries, maybe some onion rings on top. Yeah,
there's nothing grosser than fucking like those like mega fry rodeo fry things, or like their house fries,
scallions,
ranch dressing,
ranch
bacon.
and fucking
ranch, bacon, and bubbly melted.
And the idea
Cooper
of it,
Sharp
it's
whatever.
genius because you look, if you're hungry, you look at the menu, you're like, yes. By the time it gets to you, it's fucking just, it's like cream on top of like wet fries.
You know what? If we have to like fucking authorize airstrikes tonight, might as well just wake up with a brick in your stomach tomorrow of a fucking like log of like fucking Velveeta, but it looks like
we got him. We got him. We got our guy. We got our guy.
Hey, if we ever have a disaster and we have to run the country, we can run it from the marine place on Providence Road, and we'll just get Imperial all the time.
Did you know there's
heard it here? That's exactly what we'll do.
Did you know there's a plane that flies all the time that the U.S. They put more money into it than any other thing.
It's a doomsday.
It's a doomsday plane, and it never they refuel it in air, and it flies constantly, just in case there is a nuclear thing that there's that they don't have to land.
I saw that. I did see that, and it landed recently, and it was a big deal.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's like titanium, like it's crazy.
And we have this weird fucking classified small space shuttle that's unmanned that just goes up and like the purpose of it has never been explained. But it looks like a miniature space shuttle. Yeah. The Air Force sends it up
it can fit in a SpaceX capsule. That's how small it is. But if you see the orbit and what it's doing, it's looking at all of our enemies.
Yeah.
Like North Korea and
Minnesota.
That's the only thing.
North Korea, Minnesota,
That's the only thing that like Daddy Trump, like maybe because he's so fucking unhinged, he might like just after he's gone, just tell us all that shit. He might be the one good thing he can do.
I will say this, if you ever want to get a book that's really disturbing and keep you up at night.
Because I need to sleep less.
Annie Levitt's Nuclear War. And she breaks down.
Wait, a woman and a Jew? A woman and a Jew?
Yeah.
Not reading it.
Wait. The author's name is Andy what?
Annie
Mick what?
Sullivan? I'll buy it.
Okay. Andy what?
Andy McWilliams.
Well, no, what'd you say first?
Hold on, let me pull it up for you.
Andy Levitt's out.
Yeah,
I think it's Annie Leibovitz. No, that's the photographer.
I heard something new recently that the Anne Frank thing is, or not Anne Frank. Who's the one that was blind?
Helen Keller.
That was bullshit. Like apparently her mother, like there's some type
Jacobson,
Annie Jacobson.
Oh, all right. I'll look at it.
That's Anglican enough. Apparently the mother was like one of those mothers that just like was insane.
Munchausen syndrome?
Yeah, that.
Munchausen
syndrome. They were sick and then just fed the medicine.
I only know that through Eminem.
Some people with the Helen Keller around her like said when the mother wasn't around, she'd respond to shit.
Well, you think about it. She's blind, deaf, and mute.
But she sure plays a mean pinball.
But how do you even begin to teach someone? I had asked a teacher that one time. Like we were learning about Helen Keller, and I'm like, look, but how do you even get the feedback that she's understanding what you're saying? And my questions were too good.
Yeah.
And my questions were too intelligent
already. Yeah.
And whoever was instructing, like, just kind of waved me off the side. Like, all right, this is enough.
Yeah, they literally come into work for $12,000 a year. They didn't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
Fucking shut up.
I was like, but how is there even feedback?
Get the fuck out of class.
Jackie Martlin's answer.
And stop drawing 6'9" on the chalkboard.
That was Jackie.
Do that one more time. Is there any way we can program that into one of these pads that we never use?
So you just come up.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Speaking of Minnesota. Speaking of Minnesota
St. Joe's Church?
And church songs. I saw this week that Minnesota Priest in like 1980 was the one who wrote On Eagle's Wings. Banger, dude. And it's sad because you only hear it at a funeral, but it's such a good song. And he was a Minnesota priest and he wrote that song and like, because he worked for the fucking Rome in the they took all the money. Like the dude didn't get like that dude. That song could have been like
I remember
that song could have been I Want It That Way of the 80s.
I remember looking in the Missalette and there was one dude that wrote most of the songs. I forget the name, but I remember there was one guy. I remember being like 6th grade. I'm like, this dude is a songwriter. This dude is on par. This dude's on par with Paul McCartney. And it was just like
the melodies are perfect.
Perfect, dude. On Eagle's Wings is wasted as a funeral song. It would be better as a rager. I was at Barnaby's Westchester not too long ago, and my homie Mike McKnight was there. It's the second time he's been brought up. We love you, Bobby. And he was like, do On Eagle's Wings reggae style. And I was like, okay. And I did it. It was pretty nice. The melody's great. The melody's undeniable.
Undeniable. And
if you frame it reggae, pretty fun. Made me want to smoke weed.
For 5 minutes. Reggae's like Irish music. Like after like the first, like after 40 minutes of the set, you're like, okay. I get it.
I love reggae. I love it.
Because it's that same kind of fucking thing. Like reggae and Irish music have that same thing. Where if you love it, you love it. But if you don't, like after 45 minutes, you get it.
I used to say I don't really like the blues because it's the same thing over and over again, but I love reggae. And it's the same thing over and over again. American reggae that I also listen to is beat. It's so beat too.
Yeah.
Every lyric is me, I'm by the ocean, I'm by the sea. Every lyric says something about the sea.
It's an easy rhyme.
No one says the word sea in real conversation. It's only like
ocean, or the water.
No one says sea in real conversation.
Unless you're Spanish.
But it's right. But it's in every reggae song. They talk about the sea.
You know, the last guy that I thought made reggae fun, like interesting and cool was Modest Yahoo.
Yeah,
he made it cool,
and he's not orthodox.
Because he brought
anymore.
it from like but he brought it then from like a Jewish angle.
Yeah,
and
that was awesome.
It was pretty fucking awesome.
That visual was incredible.
Yeah,
an Orthodox Jew kicking reggae.
And did you know his guitar player was the guitar player in what's that band? I Wish You Were Here. Great rock band. Incubus.
Maybe a secondary guitarist, but it was not Mike Enzinger.
Not him, but maybe the bass player of the band. It was the same guy that Mouse Yahoo got was in Incubus.
There was a guy, Aaron Dugan, that was his Modest Yahoo's guitar player. I would not I would not be surprised if he made his way through that connection. Yeah.
I saw Modest Yahoo once in New Brunswick, New Jersey. It was fucking awesome. It was really fucking awesome.
Did you ever see? It's a great video, and it's a kid playing the ukulele at a coffee shop in Hawaii, and he's singing one day. Yeah,
it was me.
Well, it wasn't you this particular time.
Okay.
I know you cut your teeth on that.
Yeah,
it wasn't you this particular time, and it's Modest Yahoo, and he's not Orthodox anymore. Yeah. He just must be in Hawaii hanging out. It's a coffee shop, and this kid's in the corner playing unplugged. There's no PA, there's no mic. He's just in the corner.
One day.
And Modest Yahoo's singing along. And he just looks like
He just looks like a tall dude. I did see that.
And then the guy's singing, and at the end of it, the dude comes up, the guy that's playing the song, comes up to Modest Yahoo just to be cool and goes, "Hey man, you got a beautiful voice, sounds great." Slaps him 5 and immediately backs away. He doesn't, And he goes, "You know who wrote that song?" And he goes, "Modest." And Modest Yahoo just points to himself. And he goes, "Huh?" He goes, "I'm Modest Yahoo." And he goes, "No way, man." But dude, it gives me chills.
That's cool.
It's so fucking cool. It's me. I'm Modest Yahoo. Like, that's the thing.
Another fun fact about him, Mike Miller is his real name. And guess where he was born?
Mike Miller, Westchester.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
He's a Westchester guy.
I thought you were going to say Alden.
Big Fish fan. Oh, is there a Mike Miller from Alden?
Yep.
Shout out Mike Miller from Alden.
I'm
we
sure
love
there's
you too.
a Mike Miller in every town.
Of course, yeah.
Fucking Anglican name. I hate Anglicans.
And again, Mike McKnight ran into Modest Yahoo in the Bahamas a few months ago.
Did he?
Sent us all a picture. He goes, "Hey guys, who's this?" Just him and immediately I'm like,
dude, isn't that the dream though? To fucking not be a huge star, but get in and get out, make 10 mil.
Yeah.
Just enough to just be vacation and trend set and be it on 3 or 4 vacations a year. Be set up like, why be Beyonce where you can't leave your house? But why not be Modest Yahoo and make 10 million to get the fuck out and nobody knows you came and went.
Right.
That's the fucking way to do it, dude.
There was another cool video I saw recently where Diplo is a big time
DJ.
DJ. And he's on some kind of like sky tram, like at an airport. You know how sometimes you got to hop on those.
Doing I'm at airport every other day.
Yeah. So you know exactly what I mean. You're a traveler. And this girl is like, I know you. You're one of those DJs. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
Holy D.
And he's like, and she's like naming off names. And she finally fucking gets it. She goes, you're Diplo. And my heart wanted him to be like, you got it. And he goes, nope, I'm not him. And then it just fades off.
What a dick.
But he could have just easily been like, yeah, you did it. Like, I am.
Give
like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, give him a win. Dude, that's fucking human. Give people a win sometimes.
I spent enough time with this guy here, Michael Barkley, where, you know, a lot of times we'll be together and we'll run into people and they'll want a picture with him and I'll take the picture. And, but one thing he's never done is denied someone saying, like, once they get it, they get it.
It's me.
It's
it's me. Yeah.
And I'll break off to the side. And
like,
I'll take
what do you
picture.
know me from? St. Joe's football, Bonner, like music, like I go into like photography. You're like, yeah.
But I've taken so many pictures of you with fans.
And, you know, you got to do it because without them, they're our lifeblood. I ran into Joel Embiid at the airport.
Did you guys see it's going to snow like 2 feet?
Dude, I don't know about you, but I don't give a fuck about the weather. Do you? Like, do you like look at it and like kind of like prepare?
I walk typically, but when we're going to get a nor'easter.
I know, but I walk out the door every day in a t-shirt and like shorts, and then I turn around and put clothes on.
I'm not trying to pull the dad card, but I'm thinking of getting sleds out of the fucking shed. I'm thinking of squeezing on. I'm thinking of squeezing on 4 snow boots, making sure warmth happens. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I'm not a father. I guess I'll never know that.
You'll never understand. You'll never. Well, maybe someday. I think this year that's part of the show.
What, me have a kid?
Yeah.
Dude.
Who wants to sire Mike Barkley's child?
I don't know how I don't have a child.
Title.
I don't know how I don't have a child because, dude, in college, like in my 20s.
It's a GoFundMe type thing.
Yeah, but I blasted away many times, and it never happened. And then there's fucking guys that had sex 6 times and have 3 kids. I think my fish don't swim.
Maybe they don't.
Yeah, because I found out an ex-girl who she didn't think she had kids or could have kids, and bombs away, right?
Yeah.
So like that the whole time.
Absolutely.
I think you have a lawsuit for the Boston Medical Group, buddy.
I do, actually. That's a funny story. 2-3 years. I'll tell it in a little bit. 2 or 3 years we dated, and bombs away, right? Oh, it's my last one. And then bombs away, and then I found out, you know, broke up, haven't been together in a while. All of a sudden, she has a daughter with some like 22-year-old dude.
Does it play a left-handed guitar?
I don't think
while being right-handed.
Yeah. Does it play it left-handed, like Ziggy Stardust? But no. But then I found it out, so that made me think like that. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm the weak link.
Yeah, but think of all the money you're saving.
Believe me, I'm blowing it elsewhere.
Yeah, I bet, dude.
Speaking of which, let me see how the Sabres are doing.
How's the concierge going? Have you talked to your concierge lately?
I haven't talked to anybody, really.
Certainly haven't talked to me since last time we were here.
I texted you a few times. No?
You've sent me funny memes that I enjoy.
I do, yeah.
I'm not putting you on the spot. We talk enough. I'm not complaining.
Yeah. I don't talk to anybody, dude. I think that talking to people is like a burden. Like, I don't want to, like, I'm
trying to transform into talk. I'm trying to bring back talking.
So am I. Like, and you know, it is a part of like the whole opening up and like, you know, kind of being present kind of thing with people, and not to think that you're a burden or this conversation is a burden, because that's poison. And I did that for a long time, and it's in the back of my head because I'm pessimistic and fucking not pessimistic, but inward I am. Outwardly, like I am very, very cordial and like us, you know. Oh, that's great. Like your kids' school pictures are beautiful.
Yeah,
but inside, I'm thinking of the worst.
Like what?
Like, nobody wants to talk about this shit. Why don't I just fucking keep it?
Like, yeah, dude. Internal monologue is the.
Why don't I just hide in my house and not say anything to anybody? Because
I get there.
Then there's no, you know, nobody's, you know. They don't want to hear my shit. So, but that I realize that's wrong. Especially talking to BT.
Community's everything.
Community's everything. They say like, I saw like, I follow this thing about like addiction and like AA kind of groups they say like the opposite of addiction, you would think is just abstinence, right?
AA. Are you talking about ass eaters or alcoholics?
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Okay.
I kind of follow that stuff because not that I don't drink much, but like I just kind of follow because like I think that the guys that find that wisdom are fucking. They find like a peace. And I watch what they say, and they're like, it's Brandon Novak actually, and I don't know if you follow him, but he is fascinating.
Yeah.
He said something like the opposite of addiction isn't abstinence. It's not do it or don't do it. It's the opposite of addiction is connection. So when you're like addicted to bad thoughts or anything, you're stuck there. But the other side of that is connection with people.
I have someone close to me that is dealing with some things and is one-on-one with Brandon Novak and talks to him a lot. And like
no shit.
Novak is like his guy. Yeah.
He's all like, cause he's the poster boy. If anybody can do it, anybody can do it if he can do it.
Did I tell you a story about me and Brandon Novak?
No.
Never did? All right.
I know you hung with like the Westchester guys. Like you had seen them a lot.
This is not Westchester. Yeah. Sea Isle, probably 05. I mean, I don't know, early 2000s. I was at this party and man, whatever. This is embarrassing, but I'll say it. So we knew people that were staying at this girl's house, and I don't even think I knew who they were, but I got fucked up so early in the day that I passed out and pissed a bed. And then I think I woke back up and pissed another bed. Right? Hey guys, it happens. And I woke up like for the third time. And as I wake up, we're in Sea Isle and it's fucking Brandon Novak, Rakion. It's like every jackass dude except Bam. And they're hanging out and they're whatever. And apparently they were staying at Dave McGrogan's house. And McGrogan was this guy that had this restaurant in Westchester. So he was putting them up and blah, 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 blah. So we're hanging out, and I hung out with Novak all night long. Like for some reason, we got one-on-one for like 6 hours, hanging out. And he had this tattoo across his stomach that said "No more fucking heroin." And at one point, he said to me, "He's like, I like you, man. You remind me of Carson Daly." That's what he said to me.
I don't know how I would take that, but
yeah. And we hung out all night. And then like as the sun rose, a couple other people came around. We went to the ocean sunrise. We're jumping in the ocean sunrise. It was like this crazy day. And then he finally needed a ride back to Bam Margera's house to do a podcast for Sirius Radio. And looking back, I probably should have been like, I'll do it for the story. But I was down the shore and was like, And he finally got another ride back. But like, we had a long, long night, just me and him.
No shit.
Yeah.
And this was probably in his wild days because he was a wild man.
Wild days, but past the, but not wild enough to not have a "no more fucking heroin" tattoo on his stomach.
So he might have been done with that.
But he was drinking. He was boozing.
Right. So he was on his way.
Yeah.
I met. I saw Bam a bunch of times in Westchester, but I met and hung out with Ryan Dunn once. Me and an old girl went to Johnny and Brenda's because I see a show or whatever, and he just happened to be by himself sitting there right next to us. And it was the girl's birthday. Bought us drinks and bought us another set, and we talked for about 20 to 40 minutes or whatever. It was probably 3 or 4 years before he died.
He was a really nice guy.
Really nice guy, dude. Really, the fucking bushy beard.
Yeah.
And we just saw, like, we were at the I don't know if you know Johnny Brenna's, but the bar or the stage is in the one room and the bar's in the other. And he was at the end of the one bar by himself. And it was just me and the girls with just kind of a threesome there for like 45 minutes.
A threesome for 45 minutes?
Yeah, nice. But it was mostly him. Yeah, I was done 5 minutes into it. I'm like, can you guys finish up?
He was
please?
Nice. I ran into him a couple times at Rex's in Westchester. I never had a one-on-one with him, but I remember like during set break of Brothers Past, we were out back in the van smoking weed, and he walked by and we're like, "Yo, Don, you want in?" He was like, "Nah," and just kind of kept walking. That was my my interaction with him.
Speaking of Rex's and Brothers Past, we would see them. Bobby Weir's passing.
Yeah,
that scene always reminded me of like a mix between punk rock and the Grateful Dead.
It was always the same ethos.
The same ethos.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like a marriage between a punk rock kind of like rockabilly kind of like thing and like this kind of fuck you and then like this freedom of like that Grateful Dead kind of like community.
Yes.
And I always thought that was really cool. it was never me completely, but I would skim in and out of that scene, and I always admired it from afar. So the Bobby Weir thing was like,
it didn't wreck me when I heard it. Right, it didn't wreck me, but it definitely it was a gut punch.
It ended something. It ended something. Yeah,
it did. And Tom Hamilton, Tom, I know you're not listening, but we're gonna get you. You have an album coming out. We're gonna get you. You're gonna come and talk.
He's coming on.
But he had a post, and he was like, I would never be bold enough to say I'm one of Bob Weir's friends, but we did spend some time together, and here's what they were, and blah 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 blah. Like Tom sat in with Bob Weir a few times.
Right.
Bob Weir sat in with Tom's dead band a couple times.
Joe Russo. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Joe Russo's almost dead. There was a Cancun Dead and Company thing a few years ago where John Mayer got sick last minute, and they private jet flew Tom Hamilton down to fill in for John Mayer. And I don't know exactly what happened, but I don't know if he ended up getting in Mexico. I don't know when they decided not to do it anyway, but they private jetted him down. So Tom Hamilton is one of like the auxiliary guys.
He's the guy. Yeah.
He's one of the guys. Yeah. There's like 5-6 guys that are like, the guy that would do it.
John Mayer's eulogy for him
was awesome.
Absolutely
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really beautiful.
I mean, I know that you couldn't get down there, but hey,
I couldn't.
A lot of people were asking for it.
And that
wrecks
me. It wrecks me.
Yeah.
But
hey man, we got to do what we have to do, man. I get it.
But yeah, I mean, there was a funny tweet, and it was something like, tell me you're a Grateful Dead fan without telling me you're a Grateful Dead fan. And this was 5-6 years ago, maybe longer. And Bob Weir responded, I've been to every show.
I saw that.
And that's fucking insane. Like, he's been to every show. Jerry died in 94, 93, 96.
Right? Yeah, 95.
Okay.
95.
Bob Weir's been at every single Grateful Dead show. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands. That's crazy. That type of legacy, and that type of legacy that's branched off into so many different types of music that might not sound anything like the Grateful Dead, but again, the ethos, the mentality is still there, where this music can go anywhere at any time. It's such a legacy.
It really is. And he didn't start out the best musician. Like they had, like there was times in like the 60s, there was like a couple month period they kicked him out. They're like, you're not cutting Phil.
Jerry
and Phil Lesh were like, he's just not, doesn't
Jerry
have
had such an ear, and Phil was a composer. He wasn't even a bassist.
Yeah.
He was like an avant-garde jazz composer. And they were like, yeah, but if you take what you know and you apply this to bass in our rock band, then we can be open-ended. And if you listen to Grateful Dead and you listen to Phil playing bass, like you don't even have to know about music, but you can understand that this guy's not staying in one lane.
Yeah.
He's constantly
going. Yeah.
Putting out notes, and
that's what he said about Bobby Weir. He's like, when they kind of were like, he's not cutting it right now. They said he came back like 6 months later. Like he went back, he was 21 years old and practiced. And when he came back, the shit he was doing on rhythm guitar, it wasn't just the chords. He was playing like inversions of chords and little into the next inversion, like that he said, like blew him away. There was, that just explains like his rhythm guitar playing. His tone got a little weird over the years. Like, I don't know if you've heard like some of the Bobby Weir stuff, like his tone's very tinty, but
he created his own guitar vocabulary a lot in the way that Dave Matthews created his own guitar vocabulary. When you think rhythm guitar, you think, okay, I'm going to be playing these chords, blah, blah, blah. Bob Weir was not like that. He had unorthodox shapes. He was heavily influenced by guitar players like, not piano players, jazz players like McCoy Turner, who I'm just dropping the name because
Django, like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it was counterpoint and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He developed his own style. It just, I mean, the music was so wide open.
Yeah, and I watched his stuff with John Mayer, and John Mayer said in his eulogy, HT, that like he taught John Mayer how to let a note breathe, like kind of let like space in between a note, and kind of like just, you don't have to race to the next one. It's like there's as much fucking magic and beauty in the air than there is in the next like thing, like, in the next, like you don't have to fill up every little space with a note.
That's a big Miles Davis thing too. Let the spaces speak,
Let the space speak, That's wild to like actually find music in this space. Like that's next level.
But what a legacy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad I got to see them the last time they came through Philly.
Have you ever seen Bobby Weir?
Yeah.
Okay.
Citizens Bank 2023, maybe 2024. The last time they came back to Citizens Bank, I bought a solo ticket last minute off one of these websites, and it was like $300. And I just was like, fuck it, I'll do it. And it was like Pitt. Now, I'm thinking I'm buying this expensive ticket. I'm in Pitt. No.
Yeah.
There's 30 rows of people that won't let you get through because they've been there for hours.
Yeah.
But I was still in the standing room only right in front of it. And I enjoyed the show. But in true dad fashion, 90% of the way through, I'm like, I get it. I'm going to beat the traffic.
Reggae, Irish.
Yeah. but I still, yeah, I'm happy I say I got to see him.
Yeah. I never did because in 95 with Jerry passing, like I didn't know that. I saw the Jerry Garcia band, which was cool, but I was still a kid.
Yeah.
And I wasn't a Grateful Dead guy. Like I'm not a Dead.
You really were a Grateful Dead guy when you first started coming up from what I remember.
I was.
Not to contradict.
Right. But I was, but just learning the standards and stuff like that. But I wasn't a scene stir like that. Like I wasn't like
you weren't heavy into it.
Heavy
but like
into it, yeah. But I liked like the roots, like Grateful Dead stuff, like Dire Wolf and the stuff on Working Man's Dead. Like that was very acoustic and like very, very good. And like, if for like the non-musician out there, if you want to hear like a cool thing that Bobby Weir does, is like in the beginning of Friend of the Devil, which is one of the most commercial Grateful Dead songs, like the intro, what's going on opposite of the intro is what Bobby Weir's, the counterpoint there is a very good example of what he's doing. That's like what a rhythm guitar player would just do the chords behind it, like a G and a C, a G and a C. He's doing a counterpoint kind of thing against it, which is like, that's interesting. Nobody is doing that.
Hoagie time. Latest season and you'll be doing just fine. Hoagie time. A virtual show. Enjoy it on the go. Listen at night.